Hello, this is Sherman II of SoulPreaching.com. I want to thank you for coming to look at this video, which is, I believe, Sermon Errors number 6. Sorry. Sermon Errors number 6. And this is a premature celebration. A premature celebration. Sometimes we preach and we get excited. And when we get excited, sometimes we can give the we can sometimes give the impression that the end is right now, when in reality the end might be somewhere else. Effective preaching makes use, is going somewhere, is intentional about the sermon movement. Now, a traditional move is what I call the hooping curve that Jasper Williams talks about. Here is where the sermon is going forward, and here is where the hoop or celebration, and this is sermonic intensity, moving forward. The important point that I'm making here is that the sermonic intensity is intentional about where it is going, but sometimes, and that may not be the intention that you have. You may have a different intention. The important point I'm making is that you have thought through this sermonic intensity, and you are seeking to move the sermon in that dimension, the intensity of the sermon, in the way that you would have it to go forward. And so, you don't end up with something that tapers off at the end and people are looking at their watch wondering when the sermon is going to be over, because you've climaxed way before and you kind of moved without any kind of purpose or any kind of intention. Just like you put together your sermons intellectually to try to have them move forward very with strength and power to hit the intellect, we also want to order those points in such a way that they can touch the heart as best as we can get them to touch the heart as we think that they should. So this particular error is a common one where we haven't fully thought through the order of the sermon and where and how we are seeking to move the sermon forward. The way around that is, from here on out, we should spend thought not only in coming up with effective points, but also spending a good amount of time in how we will develop those points in such a way that the sermon will move forward the way that we would have it move forward intentionally. As we have prayed and allowed the Spirit to help us to intellectually put together this sermon, we also must pray and have the Spirit to help us to emotionally put together an effective sermon. If this video has been helpful to you, I encourage you to go to SoulPreaching.com to download the free ebook, the Preacher's Sermon Blueprint. You can get it at SoulPreaching.com. Sign up for our email list, and you will be able to download that book. Once again, download the ebook. Once again, this is Sherman II. God bless you, and keep on preaching.